Good morning, Year 12. Today we're going to look at the enthalpy changes in two different reactions. So we're going to start with a reaction where we dissolve ammonium sulfate into water. So I'm going to start by measuring out 50 centimetres cubed of distilled water. So I'm going to just use a measuring cylinder so that we can discuss sources of error in a later lesson. So that was 25. I only brought a 25 centimetre cubed measuring cylinder home with me, because as you've probably realised, this is not at school. I have gained permission from the relevant people to make sure it's okay to bring all of this equipment home with me. So I have my 50 centimetres cubed of water in my polystyrene cup in my beaker. I'm now going to use my balance to measure about 5 grams of ammonium sulfate. So I need to press the tare button to make it go back to 0. And I'm going to put about 5 grams of ammonium sulfate into my weighing boat. Oops, bit too much. So I'm back in again. Should have brought a spatula home, really. Just need a tiny bit more. We'll go with 4.91. Oh, 4.92. Okay. 4.92 grams of NH4 in brackets 2SO4. Okay, right. The next bit is going to be using my data logger. So I'm going to try and adjust this so you can see what's going on the phone, and try and focus it a bit more. There we go. Hopefully you can see that nice and clearly. So I'm going to start by putting my thermometer, temperature probe, into my my distilled water, just my distilled water. And initially I'm going to just measure the baseline temperature for 2.5 minutes. So that's there. Hopefully this is set up correctly and is going to record nicely. I've actually got the graph setting on here, but I'm also going to record it in a table that I have pre-drawn up. Okay, so start. So I'm going to also record the temperature every 30 seconds. So we're coming up to 30 seconds now. Looks like it's 20.2. We're recording in degrees Celsius because any change in temperature in degrees Celsius will be equal to the change in temperature in Kelvin. See, it's nice and steady. It's not changing. You can see also the temperature down there in the corner, 20.2. Okay, and we're at a minute and it's still 20.2. We would actually expect it to stay constant. We haven't done anything to it. We're not adding anything as it is. At 3 minutes, I will add the ammonium sulfate and then wait 30 seconds. We will then extrapolate to find the exact temperature when it is added. Okay, so at 90 seconds, it is still 20.2. Sorry if you can hear the dog snoring in the background. Okay, and again, still 20.2 at 120 seconds. Measuring in seconds, I mean, the stop clock on the app is measuring it in minutes, but I'm fairly good at converting straight into seconds. Okay, so we've got our last reading at 20.2. So now I'm just going to get ready, and at 3 minutes, I'm going to add in my ammonium sulfate. I'm at the ready, got 15 seconds to go. I don't need to record the temperature again until 210 seconds. Okay. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, you can see it's not like it's a massive fizz or anything like that. It's not really doing anything. It's just dissolving. I'm going to leave it and take you back to the graph. Okay, so I'm going to record now in 10 seconds. 3.5 minutes. And we can see we've got 19.4 degrees C. So the temperature's gone down. We can see that from the graph, and we can see that from the temperature over there. Okay, I'm going to record again at 4 minutes. I'm going to carry on doing this until it's leveled off, and until it's sort of trying to return back to its initial temperature. Okay, so 19.3. 19.4. I'm just going to carry on measuring this temperature now until we can see that the temperature is starting to go back up again. It's not a huge temperature change, but it is enough of a temperature change to note. Okay, and 19.4. So normally we would take these values and plot them on a graph ourselves. I couldn't find any graph paper. So we will look at it on Google Sheets shortly. Okay, and 19.4 at 5 minutes. It does look like it's back up on the rise though, so we're going to measure a couple more times. Just going to give it a little stir, see if it makes any difference. So at 330, it is 19.3. That's probably because I just gave it a little stir. Oh, and it seems to be going down again. Interesting. Definitely because I've stirred it. That's probably messed up our results a little bit there. It's alright, it's gone back up again. That was just a little blip. So again, 19.4. You can see there that the tiniest little change has has made it go down. I think it's going to continue to go down. It's only by 0.1 of a degree, so really not anything to write home about. We'll record once more. Oh, it's gone down to 19.2 now. Oh dear. Okay, once more at 4:20. 7 minutes. And it's 19.2 again. And 19.2 again. Right, I think we'll leave it at that, because otherwise we're going to keep getting 19.2. Okay, so we have our graph there. Please have a look at the Google Sheets that we'll plot in the lesson. So I'm going to stop that now. Hopefully we can show the extrapolation on the Google Sheets.